Incoming!
This is Darth Brimstone, and I am here with, well, the latest crap show coming out of Disney, and that would be this. We are about to create something special. Exciting update on the next Star Wars movie. Hints production is soon to begin. But that's not really the story, is it? Now, Charmin obeyed Chinoy, decided to make it about something completely different. How she is the first woman to what was her exact wording here? Oh yes, she is very thrilled about the project because she feels that they're about to create something very special. And we're in 2024 now, so it's about time that we had a woman come forward and shape a story in the galaxy far, far away. That's about where the interesting part in this whole
great
thing
disturbance in the
comes
Force,
from, because
as if millions
it's
of
all
voices
about
suddenly
her
cried out in terror
being
and were suddenly silenced.
the greatest, bestest
terrible
female director to ever enter Star Wars. But it's all bullshit. Because we all know what the new movie's called. The new Jedi Order. So, what does that imply to all of us EU
I
fans?
suppose there'll be a war now, All that
They're
running
going to
around
dismantle
and
yet
shooting
another
one
thing
another.
we
I
love.
would have thought sooner or later it would go out of fashion.
Rip
Where were you
off,
when
cut
you
it
guys-
in, blow it up into 1,000 little pieces, and turn Luke's entire legacy into Rey's. But that's not what we're here to talk about. Okay, we figured they were going to do that anyway once we saw the title. So, what is the issue with this, you say, right? Well, it's the fact that the way she worded that, I know, the Disney shows are coming hard, saying it's because she's the first female director to direct a feature film. Well, that's not what she said. She's implying that she's the first woman to influence Star Wars, to mold it and create something with it. What's the exact words? To shape a story in a galaxy far, far away. Now, I know of at least, well, actually I know of about 400 women that have shaped stories in a galaxy, in our galaxy far, far away. The first one was Marcia Lucas. Basically the matriarch of Star Wars. We would not have Star Wars in its current form without Marcia Lucas. There is no way around that. Marcia Lucas helped build this whole thing from the ground up. She spent most of the 1970s building this with George, making sure his vision came to fruition, making sure it stayed on time and on budget, and making sure that we got this, that this came out in a timely fashion and in a great fashion. So without Marcia Lucas, this fucking world doesn't exist. I'd call that shaping Star Wars.
For over 1,000 generations, the Jedi Knights were the guardians of peace and justice.
So,
in the Old
okay,
Republic.
well, who else shaped Star Wars?
Before
Well,
the dark
let's see.
times.
If
Before
we're
the
okay,
Empire.
so we're just talking directors, right, Charmin? How about Bryce Dallas Howard? Actually, she shaped a lot of the industry. She's brilliant. She absolutely knows what she's doing. I don't know how her Star Wars show is going to come out, but You know what? Good luck to you, Bryce Dallas Howard. So, I wanted to do this because this is something that people haven't done. Like, oh, they've all randomly spouted off names, and I've posted this list myself. But this is a list of 365 women that have shaped Star Wars. Yes, some of them are characters, some of them are crew, some of them are editors, some of them are filmographers, some of them are... You name it, okay? So I'm going to skim through this with you here. Leia Organa Solo. Kathy Monroe. She's an actress. She in Empire Strikes Back. Sienna Reed. That's a 2000 from Disney Lucasfilm thing, but whatever. Aura Singh. Ristal Sant. Evan Varlane. Like, if you just look at this list, okay, yeah, like Bastila Shawn. Christy Golden. Pernilla August. She played Shmi. Stella Guerrera. Played Stella Guerrera. Ula. The Twi'lek from the original trilogy. Lyra Urso. Trisha Bigger. Mira Bridger. Nika Futterman. Gardula the Hutt. Yeah, okay, well. Kelly Thompson, writer. Okay, so she wrote a more modern Disney comic series, but still, tell me she's not shaping Star Wars. Sindel Tawani. Sabe. Rabe Inirte. Sasha Inyane. Faye Andane. Versa and Corday. Dorbe. Tekla Minau. Okay, Lee Brackett. Writer. Natasi Dalla. Legends. Nala Say. But okay, I get it. Oh, we're talking characters, I know. Lumaya. Lassa Ramai. Delane Moores. Slymore. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Corin Farr. Jodie Hauser, writer. As you can see, you're going through this list. Yaddle. Stas Ali.
I'm opening windows on your future.
Shakti. Varys Brood.
A tangle in time through the days to come to the man today will make
Even Alexina Duncan. She's a bloody costume designer. Or costume buyer.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that.
For a shit movie. Like, if you go through all of this. Althea McGrath. But, like, you look at this list. Mara Jade Skywalker. By the way, Karen Travis. She wrote one hell of a novel there. Heartbreaking as shit, but hell of a novel. Gwendolyn Christie, even. And you know what? I hate those fucking movies, but you can't tell me she didn't shape Star Wars. Like, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Elsa Cartier. She's an artist and a writer. Like, if you look at this, visual effects producer Patricia Rose Dugan. Caroline Jet Greed, she's the matte painter for episode 1. Ina Saxon, visual effects. Randy Ottenberg, one of the model makers for the prequel trilogy. Barbara Alfonso, model maker, prequel trilogy. These are the people that built Star Wars. Jennifer Heddle, editor and writer. These are the people who shape Star Wars every day. And there's 400 of them. And those are the ones we know about. Those are the ones we can think about right now. So you can't go telling everybody that you're the first woman to shape fucking Star Wars when you are climbing over the 400 people that I can, some of which I couldn't even think of off the top of my head unless I looked at the cast and crew listing.
As you wish.
This bickering is pointless. Now, Lord Vader will provide us with the location of the rebel fortress by the time this station is operational.
That is why people get triggered. That is why people
we will then crush the
want
rebellion
to
with
point
one
out
swift stroke.
that you are not the first of anything in this franchise. Oh, sure, you're the first one to direct a feature film. Well, good for you. You could have said that. You could have acknowledged the people that came before you and said, well, you know what? I'm so happy to be part of a franchise that is built on the hard work of so many great women in history, or in the history of this franchise. And I hope to add to that legacy, something along those lines. You know, common human decency. Acknowledging the work that these people, your predecessors, brought into this world. And one of my favorite EU characters, Jaina Solo. I wish they would not write legends. I fucking hate that word. It is the EU, not legends. Legends is what Disney created to fucking discredit these.
I felt a great disturbance in the Force.
So Disney, fuck
millions
you.
of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. I fear something terrible has happened.
If you look at this, like host and producer Andy Gutierrez, Carrie Fisher, Trisha Barr, Hannah John Kamen, Samantha Smith, assistant director. So yeah, we've never had a woman direct Star Wars before, have we? But if you look, art director Amy Beth Christensen, like if you look at all of these women that have contributed, built Star Wars from the fucking ground up, and they are not being acknowledged by people like that. All their hard work, all the years of building this thing, and what, you're not gonna acknowledge any of their work? You're just gonna be the first? Like Nina Gold, casting director, Andy Newton, Emilia Clarke. Okay, I may not like some of the movies that they're in, but you know what? doesn't negate the fact that they made them or that they were that they were popular with some people. I still think most of the people that believe the sequel trilogy is good are freaking idiots, but it doesn't matter what I think. Well, it matters to me, but it doesn't matter if I think that the movies are shit if you like them. Like, we have animators, directors, writers, producers, you name it, they're in there. There's 400 of them. If you really want to have a look at it, I'll post the link in the description of the video. Right now we're at about 200, and I think we're running what are we at now, time frame wise? 16 minutes. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna cut it off here, and I'll let you guys go through that list yourselves. But you know what? That's the finishing take on this. If you are going to assume a role, if you are going to assume a position where you are going to be running your mouth like that about being the first woman to shape a story in a galaxy far, far away, I'm sorry, but there is one person that you better fucking mention in that conversation, and that is Marcia Lucas. We wouldn't even have this without her. So you know what? I'm ending it on that. So, if you like the video, like the video. If you feel like subscribing, please subscribe. And if you hit that notification bell, you can beat the algorithm and get notified whenever one of my videos comes out. So, have a great day, all.
I suppose there'll be a war now, All that
take care.
running around and shooting at one another.
Take care of yourself. Take care of each other.
Go out of
and have a great one. We out.